Hey guys, welcome back to this week's episode of Insta Jamm. Today we're going to be looking at MIDI. What is it, where did it come from, and why you might want to use it? MIDI is short for Musical Instrument Digital Interface, and it is a protocol or language to allow keyboards, drum machines and synthesizers to communicate with each other through cables. Now, it was developed in the 1980s between Moog and Oberheim and Dave Smith Instruments, which are all like synthesizer manufacturers, and from then onwards it's been the industry standard. If you've ever wanted to connect synthesizers, drum machines, keyboards together, or even connect them to a computer, you're going to need to use MIDI. So that's what we're going to look at today. Now, the first thing to understand about MIDI is that it doesn't actually transfer any audio. It's much like using a USB cable, which you might be more used to nowadays with computers. It just transfers data between two devices. MIDI signals are actually sent over a very specific type of cable that's got 5 pins. It's called a DIN cable, but most people just call them MIDI cables. It's also worth noting that MIDI can also be transferred over USB, which is common nowadays as well. Let's have a closer look at connecting a MIDI keyboard to a computer. On most keyboards, synthesizers and drum machines, you'll find a number of different ports for MIDI. On this Moog synthesizer, you can see that there is both a MIDI in and MIDI out port. MIDI out is for sending MIDI signals to another synthesizer or a computer, whereas the MIDI in is for receiving MIDI information from a computer or sequencer. You can also see there's a USB port on this unit, which allows transfer MIDI to a computer. Let's use a MIDI cable to go from the MIDI out port to the MIDI in port on an audio interface for our computer. Every time a key is pressed on the keyboard, a MIDI event is created on the computer. This can represent a number of different things. Key down, when a key is pressed. Key up, when a key has been released. Pitch, which note has been played. And velocity, how hard or soft the note has been played. MIDI also transfers something known as MIDI clock, which synchronizes devices together to either lock the tempo or an arpeggiator in time perfectly. So I hope this information was useful to you. If you've got any questions, leave them in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe this video, and we'll see you next time.